Tuesday, and try to make sure that you don't have full view of where I shoved all the things. So how are you guys today? Oh, this is cutting off my head. Let me fix this a little bit. So, ooh, I almost pulled that out. Goodness. Okay. So, all right, guys. So how are you guys today? Today is Tuesday. It's time for our Live at 5 demo. I'm super excited because it's Tuesday, and I used to always do Taco Tuesday for my family. My son's back, and he's like, Mom, you don't ever do Taco Tuesday anymore. What's going on with that? So we're doing Taco Tuesday, okay? He's not even here. He's not even here though. Okay, so as you can see, Whitney's in the background. She's a little taller than Watson, so you can, if you can see her right here, she is going to be my little sous chef. She's chewing up a stick, leaving all kinds of mess on the floor. So that's fantastic. That's what it's like when you have a puppy, right? So I am going to be making some, you can call these fajitas, you can call them tacos. I'm going to chop it up so that it's a little bit more like tacos, but that's what we're going to be doing here today. I got the recipe off of our new consultant kit guidelines. So our new consultant kit, all of our new consultant kits, if they have products, can make this recipe. There's many different variations, so that's kind of fun. But let's get started. Let me introduce myself. For those of you that are new, welcome. My name is Jennifer, and I am a Pampered Chef consultant. I've been a consultant for many, many years. I went back and looked at my videos, and you can kind of progress as I go through. But coming up on 25 years this February, big milestone. I never thought I'd be around that long, for real. Like, when I got started, I was like, I just wanted everything. And then I started making some money, and I was going to go back to school and get my master's degree, but I started making money, and I was like, yeah, I make as much as a teacher, don't need to go back to school. Had the opportunity to stay home with my kids, who are all grown now. So lots of opportunities that Pampered Chef has provided us, and I totally didn't get started to make it a career. That was like, I just wanted the stuff. So go ahead and comment below if you just want all the stuff, like if you can totally relate to that. You're not obligating yourself to anything, you're just saying, I agree, I understand. So anyway, so I thought this would be a fun recipe to do. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. It uses all the kit products, but I'm actually gonna use my Deluxe MultiCooker today instead of the kit products. We're gonna start off with our chicken. We're gonna I'm gonna teach you how to batch cook some chicken. Cooking chicken is, batch cooking chicken is a great way to save time, save money. If you're a busy mom and you guys have like soccer and you have practices and you got to be doing carpool, batch cooking is a really great way to save time. So because you can cook in your multi-cooker, so you can cook a whole bunch of chicken in your multi-cooker and use it throughout the week. So I'm just specifically cooking this for our fajitas tonight or for our tacos tonight. So I'm going to be using salsa, but if you were cooking it so that it would be able to be used for various things, then you would want to just use chicken broth or water, okay? So I've gone ahead and patted the chicken breasts dry with a paper towel, okay? And we're just going to season them a little bit, okay? Now I know I'm going to put the salsa on there, but I just want to go ahead and season these. Okay, I'm going to season them with the salt, and then I'm going to put some of our chipotle seasoning. And I'm going to be really, really generous with the chipotle seasoning. I like the chipotle seasoning because it has a super smoky flavor, and I never get to use it. So as you can see, this bottle is like really old, so don't look at that. Our new bottles have black labels. They're very sleek and nice looking, but I never get to use it because my husband is allergic to onions and peppers. So in celebration of him being hunting and me getting to cook dinner all on my own, we're gonna have some onion and peppers for dinner. So how does that sound? So if you have a lot of allergies, you are in the right place. I cook a lot. I cook almost every single night. I've cooked probably 4 to 5 nights a week. And I modify lots of different ingredients or lots of different recipes to make them allergy friendly. And that's really important. Another thing this chipotle seasoning and this chipotle rub is good for is barbecue seasoning. You can make barbecue seasoning, because it's so smoky, you can make barbecue seasoning that has a kick. Super easy. If you want that recipe, go ahead and comment barbecue seasoning down in the comment area, and I will post a link to that recipe. All right, so we've got this nice and seasoned. We're gonna go ahead and pull the multi-cooker out here. I keep it on my cabinet because I use it so much. We use this all the time. So, I always put a little bit of oil in the bottom nothing really sticks, but you know, it's kind of adds flavor and that kind of thing, just a little bit, not very much. I am going to take these chicken breasts. Now, normally that big chicken breast, I would cut it in half, but with the pressure cooker, you just don't need to do that. So I'm layering these in the pressure cooker. I'll show you guys. They're just layered in there, just like this, okay? And then we're just gonna take our salsa, and this is just it's a double roasted tomato salsa. A lot of times when I'm doing this for my family, I really heavily season the chicken, and then I will take some of my homemade taco seasoning that doesn't have onions or peppers in it, has lots of turmeric in it, and I'll toss that with some diced tomatoes or fire roasted tomatoes, and then I'll pour that over the top instead of salsa. Okay, so but we're gonna use some of my favorite salsa here. Okay, you need to use a cup of water. So the salsa subs out as water, and I'm just gonna make sure that my chicken is completely coated here. Then I'm gonna put the lid on it, turn it on. There's an off and on switch in the back. And then I'm gonna change it over to poultry. There we go, and it says 15 minutes. Push the button. I'm actually gonna turn it down to, I think 10 is all it needs. And then I'll press and hold. Okay, so you guys, I got really smart. If you watch a lot of my videos, you know that my dog loves to bark as soon as as soon as I turn the camera on and push play, he loves to bark. So he's outside barking right now. He's stopped. But I have my little sonic thing to encourage him to not bark. So if you see me do that, that is why. All right, so while that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and prep the rest of our ingredients, okay? So you can, of course, make this veggie friendly by doubling up your veggies, or by putting some tofu in there or something like that. Or you can use that Beyond Meat if you're into that. That's another good thing that you can do the same thing with. So you might change up your cooking a little bit because I don't think it has to cook the same way. So, all right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and prep our bell pepper. And I know there's an ingredient, or there's a thing I did not get out. Would it really be alive if I had everything out and I had everything ready? I mean, would it really be a Jennifer Soto live if I had everything out and everything ready? I mean, you guys, I'm just glad that I was on here at a decent time. Went to the commissary today and got back at like 3, I don't know. And then there's light coming in all the weird ways. Let me go ahead and shut this. We live in Colorado, and the sun, when it comes in, is so bad. So it comes in from the west, which faces this way. But at this time of day now, not before, but now, it goes and it reflects off my neighbor's window and comes into the house. So it's like I'm getting blinded from both sides, so I just had to close that window. And that's a new thing this week. So, okay, so let's get back to this. We're gonna go ahead and slice the bell pepper. A lot of times people will slice the bell pepper, they'll cut the end off and then dig the stuff out the side. I'm just gonna go ahead and slice this just like this, and just slice these sides off. Give me some really nice flat edges to work with, okay? And then I've got this, I can toss it in the whatever it's called, compost. All right, this is a really long bell pepper, so I actually need to cut these in half. Okay, so now I'm going to slice this bell pepper, and I'm just going to do it into slices, and I just put 2 on there. I'm going to give it a little bit of a rock, and then we've got these nice little bell pepper strips. If you want them longer, then you can cut by hand. I'm really not into that. I'm all about what's easy, so I am going to do it this way. Actually, this one we can do that way. Okay, we give it a little rock. It's so fast. Okay, so now cooking this. There's a couple of different ways that we can cook this. I'm going to actually cook it on the skillet behind me, and the sizzle skillet, and that's how I'm going to cook that. So we have this right here. We get a bowl. favorite bowls, the new mixing bowls. They're outside because I've been doing some booths. So we're back to my old favorite, the stainless mixing bowls. These make great gifts. Okay, so we've got our stuff in there, and the next thing I need is my onions. So we're gonna go ahead and slice the onion. Here's a quick tip for your onion. Go ahead and take a small knife and dig a little bit down, okay, and cut that root out. So we're gonna cut the root out so that we don't have the thing that makes us cry, that sulfur that makes us cry. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this in half this way because I'm gonna use my rapid prep mandolin, and so I want it to fit in there really well, really easily. Okay, so I'm gonna peel off all this outer cover. Normally I have a bowl right here. People are coming home from work, and so the dogs are all the neighborhood dogs are barking. So I don't know if you guys can hear that. Oh, Watson, Watson, Watson. So I hope you're not my neighbor having to listen to that. Okay, so I need to make sure I got this on the right setting. So we want flat, and I kind of want it thick. So I'm actually gonna put it on a 3, okay? And I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna attach the chute. It just clips in, release the handle. There we go. And then, now I didn't cut off the one end. I didn't cut off this end right here, so I need to make sure that I put it in there with that end up, because I don't want that. I don't want that in there. Oh my goodness. There we go. Had to get it just right, okay? And then this is so easy to slice. Come on. And it's just making nice little slices. Okay? And then the end piece right there. Okay, and I think I'm gonna cut this end off just because I don't want it to go all the way down to the end. This is such an easy tool to use. It's dishwasher safe. Gotta get that wedge in there. There we go, so it'll pass through. So easy to use, one-handed operation. You can make matchsticks carrots, you can make hash browns, all the things. Goes in the dishwasher, easy to clean. Super awesome addition to your kitchen. So, and it's safe. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got that right there. Now, here is what I'm gonna do. Whew. Got a little bit of that onion getting to me right there. Okay, so now we're gonna take the oil again. I'm gonna put up about a tablespoon of oil. And I just squeeze it. I love, this is the oil and vinegar dispenser. You can use it for vinegar or oil. And it just dispenses that so beautifully. And we'll just pour that in there. I put about a tablespoon. We're gonna get some salt and pepper. And I'm gonna press some garlic in there. Probably should have pressed some garlic on the chicken, but. So we're just gonna press a little bit of garlic in here. I don't even know if this is what the recipe says to do. At this point, I'm just doing what I know to do, what I love to do. You could actually slice the garlic, that would be so yummy. But we're just gonna press it. One of the things I love about our garlic press is that you just pull the cloves off. They still have all their paper on. We're gonna drop it in there and press. Okay? I don't think you guys can hear it, but the pressure cooker behind me is coming to pressure. It will just take 4 minutes to cook once it comes to pressure. It still says run on there. Okay, these are little baby cloves, so I'm sticking 2 in at a time. So, it's no secret, one of the things I get is Blue Apron, and so I get these little tiny cloves of garlic, but I never have to buy garlic ever. So, all right, take this. Toss all that there. All right, so now we've got this here. I'm gonna go ahead and just toss it with the oil and the salt and the pepper. I'll probably need to put a little more salt and pepper on there. Once I get this tossed, I'll take a look and see. We wanna get it So the reason I put the oil in there is that I'm going to put it on the sizzle skillet. Oops, that's the wrong burner. Okay, there we go. So we've got that. I'm going to give a little more salt and pepper. This is this grinder set. All right, so we've got this all set right here. Salt and pepper on here. I could put the chipotle seasoning if I want to. I think my son might protest with that. Actually, he might not even like this at all, but that's fine. We're gonna do that right there. All right, so this goes in the dishwasher. Comes with a little tool right here to get the, that attaches on the end. Helps you to get all of the peel off of there, and it fits. It looks like a Barbie brush. Like when my kids were little, they had a little Barbie brush that looked just like this. But anyway, pushes everything out of the clove or out of the hopper. So, and then we'll put that in the dishwasher. All right. So while that's cooking, hello Whitney. Whitney just came in. She made like a grand entrance. So while that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and prep the rest of our ingredients. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is grate our cheese, and I'm just going to take this cheddar cheese right here, cut it in half. I don't need all of that cheese. If I had my whole family here, I would probably do the whole thing of cheddar cheese, but I don't. So I'm just going to do this little piece right here. Use the adjustable coarse grater. Pull that out, and then we're going to grate the cheese. Probably should have cut this a little smaller. This does have a food holder. Okay, so you can use the food holder. If you're not going to use the food holder, just go slow, pay attention. Because this is very sharp and it will cut your fingers. Now, that cheese had been sitting out for a little bit. So it had been sitting, I see the light is weird on me because the dogs messed up the thing. So, all right, I had this weird light on my face. I still have this weird light on my face. I don't know. So we'll just put our cheese in here, because I'm not going to dig out the cool and serve, which is what I normally put it in. So, okay, so we've got our cheese. That was so fast. You guys, cheese has a really great, I have no idea where this light is coming from. No idea where, oh, it's definitely hitting the window now. Anyway, so cheese has really great flavor when you grate it fresh. Okay, when you buy your cheese in a container and it already has, it's already grated, it has all this extra stuff on it to help preserve it, and what ends up happening is it takes away the flavor. So, I mean, if you're gonna have cheese, you don't wanna take away the flavor, right? So grating your cheese yourself is very fast. And also, if you're not a big cheese eater, it lasts longer in a block than it does in a bag. And it's cheaper, okay? So much cheaper. This is the adjustable coarse grater. You can also use it to grate nuts or chocolate or onions, all of those things. Okay, it goes in the dishwasher. Super easy in the dishwasher. All right, next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and prep some guacamole. We'll just use the silicone prep bowl because that's what's handy. Okay, so we have two tools that you can use to prep your avocado. This is the tool that's just for avocados. It's designed for avocados. It has a soft and a sharp edge right here, and then this gets the seed out. So I'll show you how that works. First of all, let me tell you how to pick an avocado. If you go to the store and you're squeezing all the avocados and you just don't know, you're like, I just don't know. I just don't know if that, what's it. So pull off the little nubby on the end right here, and if it pulls off really easy, like this one did, it's a little bit green, but if it pulls off really easy, then it's ready. So can you guys see that? Okay, so this one's ready. We're just gonna, it's a little bit firm, I will say. It's a little bit firm. So we'll just go that around the edge there. And then we just scoop it out right here. Super easy. I'm actually gonna go ahead and, because it is a little bit firm, I'm gonna go ahead and chunk it up a little bit before I put it in the bowl. That'll give me a little bit of advantage. All right, now we've got this nice big seed. Instead of using a knife like this to get it out, and then you end up with avocado hand at the emergency room, you just put your hand on here, give this a little twist, and it pulls the seed right out. Okay, so that is really easy as well. So, okay, again, And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and slice this. It's always a good idea. I probably should have sliced it beforehand, but that's fine. Okay, so that works there. I'm gonna show you the other tool. This is the tool that I typically use to peel avocados. This is our scoop and spread. It's also great for getting peanut butter out of the jar, okay? So this has like kind of more uses. That's one of the things I like about it. Okay, so it just has that edge where you can also make your sandwich and then slice it. And then I use the little scoopy end here to scoop it out. All right, so easy. Now, what do you do about the seed? Well, I just use the little scoopy end here to kind of go around the seed and it just pops out, okay? So go here, pull this avocado out. Finally got smart on the last one. Cut it up while it's still in the thing. All right, so we have our avocado right there. So easy to do. Okay, now we're gonna use, I'm gonna use two tools. So these are a little bit firm, so I'm gonna start with the mix and chop this up, okay? Get this kind of good and mushy. Go. If you want your avocado or your guacamole chunky, this is perfect for that. I'm going to use the mix and masher after to get it nice and mashed, okay? Because I like my guacamole a little bit smoother. So the mix and masher is really great for getting it a little bit smoother. I use this bowl all the time. This is the silicone bowl. Gosh, I use a silicone prep bowl, the large one. I use it all the time. All right, so we've got that. The next thing we need is our avocado seasoning. Okay, so our guacamole seasoning, we're just gonna use a tablespoon for each avocado. So we did how many avocados? 2. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons in there. All right, and then I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna wipe off this end here so it doesn't get my hand all dirty. I'm just gonna use this to mix it. So we'll let that sit for a minute. There's 4 minutes left on the chicken, okay? So let that sit for a moment. And one of the other things I like to add to my guacamole is lime zest, okay? I like to add it. It adds a good flavor, but it doesn't add moisture. So you still get that really creamy avocado or creamy guacamole. So zest is the secret, okay? So we're just gonna zest a little bit of lime in here using the fine grater, the adjustable fine grater. You don't wanna go too far down. I don't need very much. You don't want to go, you want to stay in the light green part of the lime because it doesn't get bitter. Ooh, perfect. Yummy. All right, let me move these out of the way. All these tools right here out of the way. All right, next thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and cut up some tomatoes. All right, so we're just gonna take the tomato and we're gonna use this, okay? And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and slice the tomato in half. Had to think about it for a second. What was I gonna do? Slice the tomato in half so that I have a flat edge. It just makes it easier to slice. So then I'm gonna press down and slice, okay? So this is the quick slice. Now, why would I do that? Because now I can take this and put this on here like this. Put these on here sideways, the opposite direction. And give it another slice. And then I have little cubes. Okay? So now I have chopped up tomatoes. So easy, okay? Go ahead and slice it in half. Okay, put these on here. Notice I give it a little rocking. I don't just press straight down. I give it a little bit of rocking. Okay, we'll put these the opposite direction. Oops, I put them the same direction. That would not be very helpful. And then we just give it a little bit of a press, and then we have cubed tomatoes. So easy, so easy. And then for the stuff that falls in the bottom, you just take the little bottom thing out, and there you go. Very, very easy. Here's another fun tip that I've learned with my Blue Apron stuff, is take the lime that you used earlier, and we are just gonna squeeze half this lime on these tomatoes. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. You can add some lime zest if you want to. And then you've got this right here, kind of mixed together. It's not just tomatoes. It's not really a salsa, but just a little bit different. I'm actually gonna take some of these tomatoes and stick them in here. I like tomatoes in my guacamole, okay? I feel like it's not really guacamole unless it has like chunky bits in it of tomato. So, all right, let me check this one more time. Amazing, amazing. All right, so we have all of that done. Let me clear my spot here so you guys have a clear view of what's happening next. Don't mind my kitchen sink. Okay, so all of this is ready right here, okay? This is hot. We're gonna pour this on here, okay? And we're gonna let these sizzle for a moment, okay? This is a sizzle skillet. It's a cast iron skillet, and it's perfect for that. It has a nice board that you can put it on when it comes off. So, I'm actually gonna take the chicken out. I wanna show you guys what the chicken looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and press the steam release. And it's gonna release the steam. I didn't even have to get anywhere near the quick cooker or the pressure cooker to release the steam. But that's so handy and very, very safe. And then I pulled it away from my cabinets because my cabinets are coated. They have a laminate on them. And so I don't want that laminate to get messed up. Yes, when I'm cooking and not on TV, by the end of cooking, all of my cabinets are open. I'm just wandering around, all my cabinets are open. It's very annoying to my husband. Seems like it would be annoying to me, but it's not. I'm okay with it. All right, so because these have oil on them, and I got the pan really nice and hot, it's getting a nice sear on there. Okay, so it's getting that nice sear on there. Let those cook for a few more minutes while this air is coming out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the chicken, and we can actually take the chicken and we can either sear the pieces if we want to, and get them that nice grilled color on them, or we can chop them up. So I don't know what you guys want to do. I promised my son tacos, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to chop them up. I'm going to get the longer tongs to get the chicken out. These are the small chef tongs. Get the longer ones to get this. This looks amazing. It looks like restaurant quality. Okay, turn this off. Lift the lid. I love how it stores right here. This is perfect. Okay. Can you guys see all that juice? All I did was put 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon, what did I do? 1 cup of salsa in there. Now, these came out so nice. So I want to show you there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. You can make this into a sauce if you want to, save it. If you don't have salsa, you're just using water, then it makes a great chicken broth. Now, I could take these and put them over here and sear them and then slice them for fajitas, okay? But I want to show you how, looking for my mixing shot, I want to show you how these are, okay? These are, basically you could just shred these. See how they're just coming apart like this? The smoky flavor, so amazing. Super tender, super so delicious, you guys. So, like I said, I could put them over here, and maybe I'll take one of them over here so that I can show you and sear it. Okay, we'll take this one right here, and we'll just sear, just put it right there so it'll get nice and seared. The rest of these we're going to take, and we're going to put in here, and we're going to chop them up so they'll be really nice and tasty. Now, the reason I use this as opposed to the flexible cutting mats is the flexible cutting mats don't love heat. So putting that really hot chicken on them might cause them to warp. So, okay, so we're just going to take the salad choppers, turn it upside down. Probably don't even really need the salad choppers. The mix and chop probably would have been plenty fine for this. But I want to get them kind of small and have it be chopped rather than shredded for the tacos. Okay. This is such a handy tool. So I've seen lots of different ways that you can shred meat, and this is a great way to shred meat. I don't know if you guys can hear that. He's barking again. So. All right. Oh my gosh, the smell is so good. Because they're tacos, I'm going to take a little bit of the juice and pour that in there. Toss that. Because taco meat is a little bit moist. So I just put a little bit of that juice in there. Really nice and moist, delicious, beautiful. Okay, we're going to take this, turn it over. These are so beautiful right here. So if I wanted to serve this, I could actually put all of my veggies on one side and meat on another, just the way you would at a restaurant. It would come out, be nice and sizzling. You get to control the amount of oil you use. At a restaurant, they're using lots and lots of oil, and you don't have to use all that much oil. You guys, the chicken is amazing. Okay, last thing I want to do is make a taco. All right, forgot the taco, the street taco, what's it called? All right, so we pulled out the street tacos. Actually, don't need this. Probably look better as a photo on the wood anyways, right? So we're gonna pull out a couple of street tacos. You won't hear it if I do it. So we're just going to put a little bit of meat on each one. And then we'll put a little bit of cheese. You can also use like cotija cheese. That's another good cheese. Put a thing of tomato. Oh, and I almost forgot. Get some of this on there. And a little dollop of guacamole. Aren't these amazing? Super fast, made it in less than half an hour. You can get dinner on the table so fast with just the right tools. All right, so if you had a good time, make sure you share this video, make sure you follow me in all the places, and we have some great specials this month. I do want to tell you that next month is our Anything Month, November 2022 is our Anything Month. You can get that quick cook, that multi-cooker. You can get that 60% off as your host special item. You get the sizzle skillet with the tray, 60% off. You could, if you just want to choose the salad choppers, you could get those. You get 2 items, 60% off, anything you want next month. All right, have a great day.